welcome back to Robertson's Belly Acres. We are going to do a quick school night supper. It's been nice, not nice. It has been rainy and stormy and cold, and I'm over it. I'm ready for sunshine because I am solar powered. I've talked about that before, that I do like the solar powered. I am solar powered and I do like the sun. All right, so I'm getting off to a rough start here because I said I want to shoot this video straight through without editing, because I want you guys to see how fast it is to make this. It will be a little bit slower because I am talking to you guys and showing you guys how I make this. But all right, so it is a Monday night. We are November 4th tonight. It's one of my oldest friends, not oldest as in old, but oldest as in longest time friend's birthday, and I haven't been able to say happy birthday on Facebook yet because every time I go in there to say happy birthday, like a tornado happens or something happens. So happy birthday to Sammy, or Sam, I guess. Now he's grown up, you know. So anyway, there you go. All right, so here we go. Sorry, Sam, if that's all you get, even if you even watch this. Okay, so we're gonna make taco soup tonight. So the best thing about this being for it to be a quick weeknight meal is that it is, most of it is just opening cans. Now you can have your own ingredients already canned and put in there, but tonight we are just using some bought cans. We are not using canned chicken broth. We are using some chicken broth that I had in the freezer. I have it thawing in warm water right now, and I'm not chopping onions tonight because my good friend Michelle, she gave me some of her chopped onions that she had processed from her onions from her garden. But I do need some garlic because I am already out of garlic pepper, but that's okay because I like fresh garlic better. So let's go ahead and get our garlic peeled. Let's see how quickly we can get this done. Now, just like with any other, meal that is a lot of different ingredients, so like chili and soup and things like that, it does taste better the next day. So if you're doing this for maybe a dinner party or something, I would say make it the night before and then reheat it, because once all of these flavors marry in together, it's amazing. But it's still really good for a school night as well. Where's my garlic press? Haha. Ooh, look at that girl. Desi washes my dishes. We have this rule. If I find it and it's not washed right, then she has to lose her phone for an hour. And look, this garlic press is clean. It's clean. She's like, Mama's not playing. All right, so we're gonna start with probably a couple of tablespoons of butter. I use real butter. I don't like to use margarine. And I have just a regular sized pot. It's actually Mom's. I use it a lot. And I'm going to throw some butter in there. And
oh, I remember why I bought it, because I couldn't find a smaller pot to make it.
I know, because I have a tiny pot or I have a huge pot. I don't have any in-betweens.
Yeah.
When I got rid of all of my stuff, I just got rid of all of my stuff. All right, I'm going to let that start to melt. And while it's doing that, I'll go ahead and get this garlic pressed in there. So we're gonna start with butter, chopped onion, and garlic. You can also make this in the crock pot. Just throw all of your stuff in the crock pot in the morning, cook it on low till you get home. If you don't want the vegetables to turn to absolute mush, wait until you get home to put some of the vegetables in. But just kind of depends on how long you have between getting home and time to eat, you know. Like if you work like me, that I work at the school, I'm usually home by 4. It's not time to eat supper at our house until about, I mean, if we're being real honest, about 8. That's not a good time to eat, but by the time we get wound down and all the running done and Rusty gets home from work, it's pretty late. All right. Whoa. We had tornadoes all around us today. We actually spent some time in the shelter at school today because we did have a tornado warning. So that was interesting. We were in there about 30 minutes. I work at a middle school. It felt like about 2 hours. I'm playing, but I'm not playing. You ever worked in the public school system? You know. All right, so I'm going to turn that down because I don't want that garlic to, I don't want it to burn. And then I've got these chopped onions. These have been in the freezer, so they're going to be a bit mushy. Does not matter because they are going in a soup. So these are onions right from her garden, from Michelle's garden. Ooh, those onions smell good. All right, we're gonna get some cook on those. They're already kind of translucent. You say, you know, wait for them to get translucent because they've been frozen, but we're gonna go ahead and let them cook for a minute. All right, so while those are cooking, let's talk about what we're putting in this. The good thing about taco soup is it's just like everything else. Oh, I got one more ingredient I gotta grab. It's just like everything that I cook, that I talk about, make it your own. Recipes are just a suggestion, so make it however you need to make it. I made this for my family when I was staying down at my sister's house and helping mom out and stuff, and I have some family members that have allergies to, I have some that are lactose intolerant, and I have some that are allergic to tomatoes, so I made this without tomatoes, without ranch, you know, dip mix, because it has buttermilk ingredients in it. You can make this however you need to make it, is what I'm saying. Do it however. So it's really just dumping a bunch of cans in. So hamburger meat, of course, the onions and the garlic are for the hamburger meat, because then I'm going to put in, well, my taco seasoning mix, which is chili powder, cumin, salt, and black pepper. I don't need that new one. And garlic. Of course, the Tex-Mex trifecta is garlic, cumin, and chili powder. So that for sure will go in there. And then we're gonna do some diced tomatoes, petite diced tomatoes. I'm gonna do some regular corn, like the whole kernel corn, and some cream style corn, just to add a little bit of creaminess to it. Pinto beans and chili beans is what I'm gonna put in mine. You can put black beans if you would rather. I don't particularly like black beans, so I don't put them in. Then for a little bit of a kick, we'll put some rotel in it, and then I'll also add some oregano. If you have the Mexican oregano, it goes better, but if you do not, it is okay. You can make taco soup with chicken or beef, either one. You could do it with ground turkey, whatever, because you're really just putting the taco seasoning in. So we've got these cooking down. They're looking great. I'm going to go ahead and add the hamburger meat in, because I don't want it to, I don't want the garlic to burn before I get the. And then you can also have a variety of taco soup toppings. So I picked up some Fritos, some sour cream. They had some guac that was on sale. Normally I'd make my own guac if I wanted guac, but they had it on sale, so I went ahead and picked up a little tub of that. Even if we don't eat it with the soup, It's okay, we can always eat it with the chips later, but take it for lunches. All right, so I also picked up something else they had on sale. I had never seen it before, so I'm a little bit intrigued. They are Mission Sweet Hawaiian flour tortillas. So I'm excited about it. It's the street taco size, so I'm going to fry some out strips and strips for topping for this as well. All right, so let's grab some salt and pepper. So we got some salt, and then I am going to use this since it's coarse. We just picked up some coarse black pepper. Man, black pepper, it's always been kind of expensive anyway, but woo, it's really getting high. But we found this big bottle at our local grocery store for like $6. I was gonna pick up a big bottle at Walmart the other day, and it was like $13 for black pepper. Blew my mind. All right, so salt and pepper. We've got garlic in there, so we're gonna add some cumin. I tell you guys all the time, those little things slow me up. We're also gonna add some chili powder. I'm pretty generous with the chili powder at this point because I do want that taco seasoning flavor. All right. And I'm gonna hold off on that oregano because I'll add that to the soup itself. If you want the type of taco seasoning like that you buy in the little packet, you can do that too. You won't have to add the water to it because you're going to be adding broth to it. So I do like the, I'm gonna bring this over to you guys so you guys can see the color on it. I do like like a deep red, rich color, meaning I put more chili powder in it. But that's gonna give you that, when you start cooking it, you really start smelling that taco seasoning aroma, and it's like, that's what I've got, that's what I needed. Now, depending on your hamburger meat, you may need to drain it, but I like to add a little bit of flour to it to thicken it a little bit, because it's a soup. I don't want watery soup. I want some good creamy soup. We'll just have to see what this looks like as far as the oil when I get down to the bottom. All right, so I'm having a hard time because Rusty and I went and got our eyes checked. We got our contacts again so I can see far, but the problem is they corrected an astigmatism that I've had in this left eye, I guess for a while, but they had never fixed it before. They were just like, oh, it's not bad enough to even worry about it. Well, they went ahead and corrected it this time. You guys, it's amazing. I didn't realize that I was still seeing so blurry without having that fixed, but the problem is now I cannot see close at all. So this right here looks very blurry to me, so I do have my glasses. So you'll see me putting them on and taking them off just so that I can see what I'm actually doing. I think I wore my glasses more than I didn't today, helping kids with work, because they did tell me that I could take one contact out, and then that way I can see far with one contact and up close with the other. But man, talk about a struggle. But I'm glad I can see better. All right. So I do want to drain it a little bit with that. Oh, I can just use that. I already dirtied it, huh? Huh, Mom? All right, so we're coming back over here because that is quite a bit of grease in the bottom of that. So I do want to drain that. Might just leave just a little. I'll just leave what's in the all right, let's all of that. Look at all that richness. That's when you know that you've got good seasoning in it. Whoa. Let's start a grease fire. Too bad we're not live, huh? Get some views there, let me tell you. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I put it back in here. I've got a little bit of grease in here. I might add just a little bit more back in. Okay. And then I can do flour or cornstarch because I just need a thickener to make a roux. Where's my cornstarch? I thought I had my cornstarch over there. I guess I took it over there. Huh? I said, I guess I took it over there.
Yeah.
All right, I do have flour. Michelle gifted me a whole bunch of flour. I was so impressed. Her daughter brought it to me and I said, listen, I can buy myself flour. All right, so I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and we'll see how that goes, okay? I wish I could give you guys exact measurements and things like that, but I just kind of eyeball it. Flour or cornstarch work. All right, let me pull you guys in. Come on in. Sorry if you get motion sickness, but I'm trying to do this without stopping the camera so you guys can see how long it takes to actually do this. So I'm going to go ahead and add another tablespoon, and I want to tell you guys why. Okay. I've got a mess up here. I really do need to clean. All right. I'm wasting time, aren't I, guys? Okay. So, I want you guys to see this. The reason I added a little more is because, see how I'm starting to get it to clump together right there? See how, that's what I want. I want my hamburger meat to kind of start to clump together, not so sparse. Every little bit in there. All right. Okay, so once it starts to clump together, you do want it to cook for just a minute because flour does need to cook. So does cornstarch. You don't want just a raw flour flavor. I know that sounds crazy, but there is a difference between cooked flour and raw flour flavor. So I'm gonna let that cook for a minute. While that's cooking, I'm gonna check on my chicken broth here. Now this is chicken broth from our chickens that we processed November, I think, last year. So it's been a year, but it's still okay because it's been in the freezer and it's still good. Now it's still frozen. It didn't get completely defrosted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that whole thing in there, kind of mix this around so that that cornstarch that is in there doesn't burn. And then I'm going to get the lid and put that on there so that that way the rest of the broth can defrost. All right, we're moving y'all again, so if you get motion sickness, close your eyes now. All right, you can open your eyes again. All right, so while that's doing that, what we are going to do is we're going to open all of these. So we'll go through it again. Sorry, this is hard. I'm like, I don't want to, it's hard to look through those glasses all the time. Okay, so we've got diced tomatoes. These are the petite diced. If you don't like tomatoes in your soup, that's perfectly fine. I made it without the diced tomatoes when I was in Texas with Mom and my sister because my niece is allergic to tomatoes. And it came out just fine, huh? Mm-hmm. Right?
Sure did.
Sure did, huh? All right, so with the tomatoes, I don't drain that. I don't drain any of the juice off of that. I do drain the corn. All right, with the winter coming up, drop down below what some of your favorite soups are. You know, I've been really curious about the cold soups. I do have a recipe for a cold tomatillo soup, and I just don't know that I can bring myself to make it. I don't know, you know, I didn't drink iced coffee for years because I was like, no, coffee's supposed to be warm. And then my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's like, oh, well, you should try this. And I did, and I liked it. But anyway, so maybe soup will be the same way. Maybe I'll try it and I like it. So obviously the cream style corn I'm not going to drain. And I'm not going to drain the rotel either. Now the rotel, you can put this in or don't put it in. It makes it a little bit spicier. And you can pick the different flavors of rotel. That's what's cool. I just got the regular original. And then these chili beans. I don't drain the chili beans just because they have all the flavors in them. And yes, I am a Mexican opening a can of pinto beans. It's just the way it worked out this week. I don't have beans. I don't keep beans like my mom used to keep beans. Like she always had beans. But
Every meal.
every meal. But
Even for breakfast.
Yes, we had beans. We'd have egg and beans. Yep, my dad was big on beans. We had beans at every single meal. But we also had tortillas at every single meal.
Yeah.
So I do drain those. I don't rinse them. You can rinse them. You can rinse them. Also, if you do black beans, you obviously want to rinse them. But, I mean, whatever. So, let's check this over here. Oh, what's going on over here? All right, by putting that, oh yeah, we're about half melted already. Now you still want this to look like a soup and not a gravy. So we know we put enough. Come on, we're bringing it all in again. Sorry, I'm trying to do this without doing any editing so you guys know how long it actually took to make this soup. So, I mean, it's going to take less time because if you're not talking to somebody or trying to show how to do it, you know, obviously it's going to be less time. But see how that's still soupy. It's not 100%. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and add this stuff in. We just add the cans in, guys. Cream style corn. You can leave the corn out also if you want to. You don't have to put the corn in. Whatever you like. Like, listen, it's yours. You can put cabbage in it for all I care. I mean, you know, whatever you like. Corn rotel goes in there. Oh, petite diced. Okay. You can rinse them too because it's soup, right? All right. See how fast it gets full? It's going to get full really fast. More corn. All right. More beans, or some beans. These are the chili beans. I like the chili beans because they're flavored, so it adds a little kick to the soup. Because they are flavored with chili powder and stuff, which you already have that in there, but that's right, a little more won't hurt, like Mama said. Some rotel and the pinto beans. You can use ranch style beans in here. You can use whatever kinds of beans you want to use, or no beans. Make it without beans at all. It's all just a suggestion. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and stir that up. Oh, we've almost got that block of ice gone. Almost. Got a little bit of it. Okay. I was going to go out and cut some green onions because I do have green onions to go in this, but I'm out in the herb garden. But you guys, we have had how many inches of rain, Russ, would you say?
Right before dark, we're at 3 3/4.
3 3/4 inches of rain. So I just don't want to go and go through the muck, right? All right, this is, sorry, I took the thing off. Ranch salad dressing mix. 1 whole packet of that. You can make your own as well, but this does have a milk product in it, if you guys didn't know that. So if you're lactose intolerant or need to avoid milk, you can make your own without that. But we're all a-okay here. We want to stir that. Oh, and then I added oregano. I did add some oregano just to kind of bring all the flavors out. My ranch was a little clumpy. I don't know what that's about. All right, so I do want to break that ranch up. Probably should have broke it up before I put it in there. Now we're gonna have ranch dumplings, Mom. So, I'm not real sure about that. Probably because I have that ice cube still in here. That ice cube will melt down. That is just from the broth. It will be okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of breaking up those little ranch packet. See how it's just powder? It's really just powder in there. All right. So while this is melting that, oh, one more. All right, fun fact, this is totally off topic while I do this. I read, I like to read. I don't read very often anymore. I use Audible a lot, but I do like to read. And about every 5 years, I read a Stephen King book because that's all I can take of Stephen King because he's such an amazing author, but he messes with my brain. Like he really takes me for a loop. But anyway, it's been probably 6 years since I read Cujo, which is very good, by the way, but it will mess with you. I was a 40-year-old woman who would not sleep with her closet door open after that book. But anyway, my friend and coworker, Miss Jerry, brought me a Stephen King book the other day, and it's just short stories, and it's called Darker, You Wanted It Darker. What is it called? Something Darker. Anyway, it's all short stories, and I started reading it, and then, so, backstory, Mama bought a tiny house, if you're new to our channel, and we are getting it ready. We're getting ready to get it done for Mama, but when she moved back home, we put her in our bedroom, so then that way she'd have privacy, and Rusty and I are sleeping out in her tiny house right now because we don't want her to have to, if she has to get up in the middle of the night, we don't want her to be walking across the yard and fall or trying to get up the steps to go to the bathroom because there's no bathroom in that little house. So Russ and I sleep out there so that, you know, in the middle of the night, if we have to go to the bathroom, we can trudge across the steps, you know, the yard and the steps. So anyway, I had to get up and go to the bathroom last night in the middle of the night. Miss Jerry. Maybe I shouldn't be reading Stephen King until after we get Mama moved out there. She has a bathroom in there, and I can be back in the house where I have a bathroom in the house, and I don't have to go outside in the middle of the night. Just a thought. I'm gonna check this real quick. That's pretty good. All of those flavors do need to marry. So while they're doing that, I'm gonna clean up my mess, and then we're gonna make some tortilla strips for that. Okay? So y'all are still gonna be with me because I'm not stopping. All right. Let me clean up some mess here. Some grease and actually not that.
washer starts
Hmm?
and the washer starts and then it turns off.
I don't know. Hey, babe,
Yes, ma'am.
can you go check and see what's up with the washer?
Yes, ma'am.
Please. Oh, that was the wrong lid, Mom. Let's try it. That one. All right. These all go in the recycling. Well, except for that one. But it keeps it from dumping in my trash can, huh?
It was starting and then,
That's right there at the rinse and spin.
oh,
In that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Preston's awesome. All right. If you guys don't know, we go live on Saturday mornings and cook live, so it's a whole lot like this, where it's just us hanging out, only you guys can actually talk to us while we're cooking, and that's on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so yesterday we made supper, and we made tortillas. Ooh, we have 4 tortillas left. I'll leave a couple of them for tomorrow morning. Have with your breakfast.
I used to eat enough sandwich.
You eat a sandwich,
Yeah, egg sandwich with bacon.
bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Yeah,
That sounds that actually sounds really good.
with a little piece of tomato in it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab this other. All right, I only need my small skillet. So this is my 10-inch Pampered Chef cast iron skillet. Sorry, I'm having to stay plugged in because my phone was about to die. So you guys are seeing the real deal, right? All right, and then I'm gonna use just regular cooking oil. Let me turn you guys this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. It doesn't want to stay this way. All right. You want quite a bit in the bottom of that. Okay, this is not working out. I haven't this plugged in. You guys are just kind of. All right. Hopefully we have enough battery. If not, we will have one little small hiccup. So there's enough oil in there. Probably about a third of the way, you know, quarter of the way. All right, so we're gonna come back over here and we're gonna take these flour tortillas. You can use corn tortillas here if you want to, but we're just gonna cut strips. And these are gonna be really good toppings for the soup. I'm gonna cut some bigger and some thinner. Nobody said this was healthy. So some of these strips, I think we might, no, I'm gonna leave them just long, just like that. And then I wanted to try some of these. These are those taco, street taco size Hawaiian, sweet Hawaiian flour tortillas. I just think that sounds amazing. Mmm. Like tortillas with honey, but without having to put honey on them. Want to try it? Do you want me to bring it to you?
Oh, it's good.
Run, run, run. You like them? I think they're pretty good. Mm-hmm. You want them all? Okay.
You
Try
can't
that
run
for you?
into.
He said, yeah, I'll try that.
You
Ooh,
want
we
to
can
try
try
that
that one.
tortilla?
I'm over here sweating. It was cold when we got home. I got soaked today. Okay. Not really, but got. Okay. So I have different sizes of tortillas, and we'll fry these up. I'm gonna fry these first, so then that way the oil doesn't get sweet beforehand. I get some paper towels so that we can drain them. grab my metal
No, you
spoon.
didn't need that one.
All right, so let's check things over here. See how it's going. Oh, I didn't finish cleaning up my mess. See, this is ADHD at its best, or worse, or something. Okay. If you touch it, put it up. That is the ADHD rule. If you touch it, put it up. All right, let's check this first. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, this looks good. Just want to stir it every now and then. Make sure that nothing's sticking to the bottom. Everything's still looking good. That lid back on. We're gonna lower that and let that just
Shadow liked
simmer.
the tortillas too.
Simmer, simmer. He liked it.
Mm-hmm.
You liked it. All right. So here's how we're checking it. Can you guys see that? Starting to sizzle. Ooh. Probably could let it go a little longer. Oh, I also have my little tongs that Jimmy Cocoa Pop gave me. All right.
The other ones are over.
Yeah, I've got some over here. Nope, right there, yep. I just saw some right here too. No, maybe not. I can't see. All right, so we're gonna, there you go, Shadow. There's a piece of tortilla I threw on the floor.
Did you eat it?
This oil could probably be just a little bit hotter, but it's all right. It's gonna work out. Using that to move things around. These are the homemade tortillas that Mom made yesterday. I was being a whiny baby and I was like, I'm gonna cook this and then I'm gonna make tortillas, and then I was like, I don't feel like making tortillas. I'm not going to. And then I said, well, I guess I'll make tortillas. And then Mom came in clutch and she was like, I'll make the tortillas. It worked. Oh, I love Mama tortillas. All right, we have been on. This video has been going for 38 minutes. And we're getting really close. Honestly, the soup is already done. All we're doing now is frying up these toppings, and we have other toppings. So, I know I said I was gonna try to do this without stopping to edit at all, but I may go ahead and once I get a batch or two of these out, go ahead and stop it, and then you guys can come back when we're serving it up. Because honestly, the rest of it is just waiting for everything to cook. And if you want to wait for stuff to cook, join us on Saturday mornings for our lives, because that is you guys hanging out for a couple of hours if you got free time. Can you guys see that? It's beautiful. Let me get a... So if you're looking at soup, look how hearty that is. It's a very hearty soup. We got lots of things in it. You can add cilantro to this. You can add whatever. And then if you want to see it without the soup part of it, that's a lot of stuff in that soup. That is a lot of stuff in that soup. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. They're good and crispy. We also have Fritos, guys. I picked up a couple of bags of Fritos. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up some of these store-bought ones. These would be good. These would be good with cinnamon and sugar. 'Cause they're already sweet. Probably just cinnamon. Drizzle them with honey, maybe.
Like gruñuelos.
Yes. So how come you guys I know we grew up calling them gruñuelos, but like when I started talking about them, everybody calls them buñuelos. Is it just the difference in regions?
I guess that's what Mom and them taught us how to say it.
Was gruñuelos?
Gruñuelos.
Okay. Yeah, because when I started making them for like the channel and stuff, I started calling them buñuelos, because that's what everybody calls them. Buñuelos. Yeah, that's cool. Just a difference. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video so that we can get all of the toppings ready, and get them out, and then when we serve up, I will start the video again. So see you guys in a little bit. All right, so let's look at our toppings here. We've got some cheese, some sour cream, some guac. Like I said, this was on sale, so I just bought it. I don't know if it's any good. Got some lime. We've got some Fritos. We've got some tortillas, fried flour tortillas, and then some salsa that I made last night. And here's the soup. So we're gonna go ahead and serve this up and let Rusty give this a try. All right, so taco soup. You want a little bit more soup?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's follow Rusty and see what all he's gonna top his with. Normally I would have like some green onions. You can also have cilantro out here, some of the more fresh stuff, radishes. But like I said, I was not going to go out to the herb garden today.
She said deal.
Well, it's just been so rainy.
It's so rainy.
Soggy, soppy mess right now. You want any Fritos?
Yes.
And do you want lime juice or lime? All right. So we'll let Rusty try this, and then we will go ahead and serve up.
It's all mixed up good.
Yes, it's very hot.
I prefer my soup a little cooler than a lot of people, but
Yeah,
I'm not complaining.
But I put you on the spot. I always make you try my food
Yes.
first. Oh, is it too hot?
Oh.
Really good.
Yes.
So Rusty did add some salsa to it, so that's going to make it a little bit spicier than what we will probably eat unless we add salsa to it. So I'm going to get everybody else's served up, and then we'll come back. All right, you guys, so everybody is served up, and we are sitting down, and we did stop for Sonic drinks at the end of the school day just because, you guys, it was a crazy day.
What a day.
Yes, but anyway, so we are served up. We are ready to eat. But if you think about it, start to stop without any edit, I think I had the soup actually put together in probably about 30 minutes, and that's with slowing down to talk. So it is really a quick meal. I just did the tortilla strips and things like that as an extra. So, I mean, it can be a really fast meal. But if you're going to do it for a dinner party, my suggestion is make it the night before, put it in the, let it cool, put it in the refrigerator, and then rewarm it the next day. Just because once all of those flavors marry in together, it's kind of like chili. It's a lot better. So anyway, I hope you guys like our videos. If you do, please hit the like button.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep, share with your friends.
Leave Rachel some comments and let her know what you think of this quick soup. But most of all, don't forget to smash that bell and get notified of the next new video when it comes out.
That was a soft smash. It had a cushion. Until next time, you guys. God bless.
God
See ya.
bless.
Peace.